Hello everyone, it's Squeakerwood HCG coming to you on Monday night. It is about 9:30. Ooh, I'm early, but I have done nothing today. I have laid around all day. I didn't go to the hospital with my parents because having a sore throat and this headache, I thought, oh my gosh, I just can't even imagine going up with a bunch of cancer patients to the chemo room and sitting around. Anyway, so I did not do anything. I talked to my husband several times, and I don't know if y'all have seen the weather in Amarillo, but it's crazy. So I just kind of stayed here and doctored myself. That's what this stuff is. This is awesome stuff. Ooh, for sore throat, holy Toledo, it works wonders, wonders. This is my dresser, or this is my nightstand. It's my water box, so I set in the floor. Anyway, today I had a 1.3 release. Woo! So I am today on, I think I'm reporting for day number 46, but I've got a 25.6 release. So I'm pretty happy about that. I told my husband, the number man, that I am 4.4 away from 30, and that just blows my mind. It's awesome. So, anywho, so I just wanted to get on here really quickly. My parents and everybody are in the living room and they're having a discussion, so I thought I would sneak off because I wanted to talk a little bit. I'm going to try to hurry. I know I've given you parts of the story, but I wanted to give you a little bit of information because when I read Parker's comment today about her mother, I am so very sorry. I know that you feel better, but it's still hard whenever you have to do something like that you don't really want to do. I'm going to give you an example, and I've told you parts of the story. Whenever I was growing up, my dad was my real dad was a terrible alcoholic, and he had no time for us. He had no time for me. When my I mean, his thing for me was always, I don't know what to tell you, I can't help you. So he was always that way. um, and I told you that whenever my mother and my stepmother, she was so cruel, so mean, and she got mad, and she hated me. I mean, she hated, not a secret of how much she hated me when I was a kid. And so the time she threw stuff at me and screamed at me and told me she hated me, she wanted me to leave, she didn't care if I died. I mean, she just went on and on and on. My dad came in and told me, you go to bed. Told my stepmother, you leave her alone for a minute and you go to bed. I mean, they were all drunk. And so she got mad and she left. And so I went to bed. And as a kid, I don't know if you've ever done this, whenever you lay and you're upset and you go and that crying thing. And so my dad came and he laid down beside me and he was rubbing my back, and so instantly I stopped. I was asleep. That. And I mean, I remember having tears rolling down my face, and he was touching me inappropriately in places that he shouldn't have been touching. But you know what? That's past. It's past. But I'm saying all this because my dad was absent from me. Well, I'm going to fast forward. About 4 years ago, my dad was babysitting my niece and my nephew. They were about 9, 10-ish, and my brother called me and he said, I need you to talk to my niece. That would be my niece. I need you to talk to her. I need you to talk to her. And I was like, what's going on? He said, I can't tell you. I need her to talk to you. She's 9-ish. So she gets on the phone and she's bawling. She's bawling. Oh, and I said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And she said, "Grandpa touched me." I said, "What?" She said, "Grandpa touched me." My nephew got on there and said, "Grandpa touched her." And they just both went on and on. And she said, "I told him to stop." And so my brother gets back on the phone and he says, "What am I supposed to do?" And I said, "Well, what do you do if she goes to school tomorrow and tells the teacher and you didn't do anything?" I said, "You have to call the police. You have to report it." Well, he did. And they arrested my dad. And then they took him, and he was in jail for a long time. Well, when he finally went to trial, they sentenced him to 8 years in prison. And do you know who is to blame for this? Not him, not anybody, but my sister, my dad, everybody blamed me. And who is the only person that went to see him? Me. I don't I don't say I see him. I mean, I write him in prison. I send money to him in prison. But I'm going to say this. I don't condone what he did by any means. He's serving his time. He's paying for what he did. To me, to her, to whatever. But I feel in my heart that I have to give grace to someone else and mercy just the same as I need it in my life, because I've made a lot of mistakes. I don't want anybody on here to think, "Well, Peggy, you're crazy. You're trying to help him." No, no. But sometimes the people that hurt us the most, just like Parker, just like your mother, you have hard things you have to do, but you still love them. You still love them. You hate what they do. You hate the mistakes that they make. But girlfriend, I'm sharing this because I know where you are. And I want you to know that you have support from everybody. Can you just shut the door in your mother's face and never see her again? Can you act like she doesn't exist? You know what? She may change. Things may turn around. You pray to, hope and pray to God that she doesn't do something stupid and take her own life accidentally or whatever. But things happen. So in that, I feel like this for myself and my dad. I don't want to have any regrets. If my dad dies tomorrow, I don't want to have any regrets to say, "You know what, I put him in prison and then I wouldn't help him." I don't help him because I feel guilty that he's in prison. He's in prison because he deserves to be in prison. But did I put him there? No. No. He put himself there. Your mother puts herself in that place. Your mother puts herself in the place of separating herself from you. So is this your fault? No, it's not your fault. This is her fault, but we have to live with the repercussions of what they do sometimes. So I want you to think about, don't be hard on yourself. Forgive yourself. But you know what? Someday, hopefully, she changes. And if she doesn't, she's still your mother, and you just do the very best that you can do. With my dad, I have to do the very best that I can do. Like I said, do I agree? No. Do I like what he did to me, to my sister? And God knows if he did it to anybody else. I have no idea. But it's neither here nor there at this point. It's done. It's water under the bridge. So, anyway, I know some of you are going to probably think I'm insane. But, you know, sometimes we learn how to be survivors and how we deal with things. And this is what I do know. Like I said before, is I've made a lot of mistakes. I've hurt my daughters. I hurt my youngest daughter. I hurt my oldest. I mean, I hurt my children by walking out. Am I proud of that? No. No. But anyway, I just wanted to share for a minute. I'm sorry it was such a downer. But anyway, I love you guys and hope you all have good releases tomorrow. And I hope I have one too because I am 4.4 away from 30 pounds. Woo! Anyway, I'm going to go. Talk to you later. Bye.